Hello ladies and gentlemen, Safehouse here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get a Thunderstruck Tree. It is really difficult. The percentage is below 1% I believe, chances to get struck, but I am going to give you some tips and some information on how to increase those chances and how to go about actually getting them, because it is a great way to make money if you can get lucky enough to get them, and they are useful in making a lot of different things that you're going to want later on in the game. So first things first, you are going to need to get a large farm. There are a lot of myths out there about where you need to place your farm. Say if you place it on the coast or on an island, you have a greater chance of getting a Thunderstruck Tree. It's actually not true, so just place it wherever you want, wherever you can find a spot, and wherever is convenient for you. I try and keep all my farms close together so I can farm them and manage them all at the same time. You can also plant trees in your small farm, which is your 6x6, but you can't actually fit the bigger trees, the ones that have the larger chance to get Thunderstruck, on there. I haven't had any aspens or anything like that. The smaller trees get struck myself, and I don't know of any of my friends that have, but I have seen around the net that people reckon that they have had their aspens struck by lightning and obviously got a Thunderstruck Tree. I don't know if it's true or not. You can keep trying and maybe let me know if it does happen to you. But yes, as I said, it has happened to me, and I've planted a lot of aspens, so there's a very, very low chance. So you're definitely going to make sure you've got that large farm, at least one. I know on release I'm going to have all my alts with large farms, so that's 4 large farms that I'm going to be using pine trees on to try and get these Thunderstruck Trees. But that kind of brings me to the next thing, which is using pine trees, which is what I use and is what most people use when they're going for Thunderstruck Trees. You can try other trees and that kind of stuff. There's other options out there, and you can mix and match and have a little bit of a go with all the different types, but I have found pine trees. I've only ever got one Thunderstruck Tree, but it is really difficult to do, and I've only ever had this one large farm. But yeah, so I recommend going with pines. Give that a crack. If you want to try out something else as well. We use pines because they have a really long grow time, and grow time affects your chances of getting Thunderstruck, because obviously the longer they're growing, the more chance they have to get Thunderstruck. So the pine trees take about 2 days to grow depending on your climate, and at the end of that 2 days you can obviously cut them down and you will get some logs. You get about 13 to 14 from each pine tree, so obviously if you're just going for logs, it's more beneficial to use some different types of trees, but if you're going for Thunderstruck trees, definitely stick with the pines. You can also fit 10 pine trees on a large farm. You need to know how to do it though. If there's enough people interested, I will make a video on that as well and show you how to fit 10 pine trees onto a large farm. It's not super difficult, you just need to know how to do it, or you're generally going to be able to fit 9 on there. So if you have another look at my farm just there, I do have 10 pine trees on it, and there are gaps around it to plant smaller things as you need. Another tip I have with Thunderstruck trees is maybe consider holding onto them and not selling them as soon as you get them. If you need the gold, obviously sell them, and yeah, well, you need the gold, so there's not much you can do about that. But the price of Thunderstruck trees has increased dramatically as the game goes on, because just by the nature of it, the Thunderstruck trees are used to create the higher tier items. So they're used to make submarines, tractors, fishing boats, and a lot of those high tier vehicles. So people aren't going to want them until later on in the game, so that's when demand is going to be the greatest. So I know that Thunderstruck trees, they started out maybe about 100 gold. They've got up to about 300 gold, and they stayed around there for quite a while, and now they're up over 1,000. Most of them are going for about 1,000 gold at the moment in this alpha. So obviously that's not just demand, that's inflation as well. As the game goes on, everyone's got more gold, but it's still a big difference. So if you want to hold on to those and see if the price does go up a bit, I do recommend that. Give it a try anyway, and just sell it once you're comfortable with the amount you're getting for it. Obviously this can be a bit of a hit and miss way to make money because of the RNG, and there's a really low chance, but if you really do want to increase your chances, you're going to want to have a large farm on pretty much all of your alts, and you know you're doing pines. There are obviously other ways to make money, but this is something I quite enjoy. It's because it's low maintenance. You just chuck your trees down, come back 2 days later and farm them up, and you can spend most of your labour on other stuff and doing other things. But that is all I have on Thunderstruck trees. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to throw them down in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. It is a great way to make money, guys, but just do remember it is hit and miss, and if you want to make a more reliable source of income, you might want to look at something else. It's just this doesn't use very much labour, and it's not very time intensive. But good luck in ArcheAge. Hopefully open beta will be out soon, shortly followed by release. So I hope this helped you out, and good luck getting those Thunderstruck trees, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and if this video helped you out or you just enjoyed it, please smack that like button, or you can also subscribe to my channel for more videos similar to this one. Thanks, guys.